Prescott on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. A good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper. 55 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and 10, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down throw for Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will... They'll start the drive with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
And how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 33. Here's Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. So he'll lose about 3 on the play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here are the Panthers. First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. Defensively. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Well, they got the ball in. Play later, boom. Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 13 yards remaining on second down. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Fortunate there. That was leaking. On play action, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now Greg Zerline. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Carter with it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Carter. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Carter. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. 75. Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Looking to throw. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it second down. Here's Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not much there, only a yard. And again, it's Prescott. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Elliott, toss right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. This one's now back with it. Prescott to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on football.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, it's Elliott. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On third down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Tonight, from NRG.
Watson on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona. And he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give right side. It's Hudson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And another juke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice. To the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
On 2nd down now, it's Hudson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head
touchdown? A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. First down, Hudson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get
bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. They'll run on first down. It's Hudson, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the Texans are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, It's Hudson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That second down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No. On 1st down, it's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Touchdown, Houston! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie.
I think what we're seeing from him means the future has arrived, because I think most teams are looking for that hybrid running back. The guy who can run it, of course, but who can catch it as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Hudson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Texans on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Watson looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. The Texans. On first down, Hudson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
158 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Out of the gun, Watson trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll run on first down. It's Hudson. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hudson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the left side. Hudson dancing away at the 3rd, fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, it's Hudson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was...
They'll run on first down. It's Hudson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On second down, it's Hudson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to the game.
After the interception, here's Watson. And it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hudson, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are closing in on it.
On first down, it's Hudson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle and, late in it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the tech straight win.
They'll run on first down. It's Hudson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On third down, Hudson. Nifty move. Again with a juke. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On first down, it's Hudson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hudson. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.